Try this with minimal talking. Alright, now we are recording. Trying to... Let's back up here. Alright. Faithful Stratocaster. It's very late night. Wife is extremely mad at me, but... American Strat, quack position. New strings. They're actually stretched out pretty well, so I shouldn't lose too much. Set the intonation last night, played with it a little bit. Monster cable. Follow that over here into the compressor, the Boss CS3. These are my settings. I'm going to attempt to play bad, no backing track. This kind of an experiment when I try to get some tone. I've reconfigured a lot of this stuff. The Boss goes into the Dave's Wonderful SDD 3000 preamp. Here we go, 10 in, 10 out. Got it set. I like to leave a little headroom. You can crank this baby up and it does really push. If you're not careful, you'll kill your headroom on the cord and the Boss down here. So you got to be particularly careful on this. I'm running this, something I hadn't tried in months. Running out to the equalizer. I don't really prefer to use equalizers, but right now I'm just wanting to play around with this, and I'll show you why in a minute. I'm going to piddle with this. Don't need a lot of boost, but it's on. I've split. Long story, I came out of the equalizer into my Behringer upside down RV 600 reverb machine. This is mainly for my shimmer, but I'm not using shimmer, I'm using the Hall effect. You can see my mix, decay, time, nice big blue light that blinds everything. It's a decent reverb, nothing to write home about, but if you play with it and add some reverb, etc., etc., you can get a really nice shimmer tone out of it for certain U2 songs and other songs for that matter. But that's what I've got it set to now. Now why I split, I've got one out from the equalizer. I'm coming here. Okay, here we go. That way I can run both. I can come out and I'm in stereo from the reverb to the DD20. I like that sound. Come back out. DD20, since I'm playing bad, it's 448, 450, doesn't make a difference. I'm on analog. Minimal repeats, matter of fact, 0 repeats. Tone 3/4. The effect level, I'll end up having about 7/8, just about all the way. Now you want that 95 to 100% second repeat only, no third repeat whatsoever. I run out from the DD20. So you know I'm not BSing here. Output. Alright. Output. Now this is something different. I always run at the back of the units and the effect on the rack units. I've run into the Boss and I've run into the this is really just a waste of it keeps time. I can set it. It does a lot of different things. It's a great tuner. It works good for a tuner. Doesn't suck any tone, doesn't do anything like that. So I just keep it in the rack and it's on. You know, it does light everything up. If you're darker on stage, whatever, it'll you know, keep time. I can plug in. I have an output on back that lets me keep time, etc., etc., but I don't use it very much, so yada yada. That runs into the Boss. This is an old 1980 delay unit. I need to do a video on one of these days. It is a really cool unit. Bought it from a fellow in Los Angeles, California. He was the only owner. I'll do a video on this. This is old. It does some really cool stuff. No modulation, no feedback because I have it in bypass, but it adds a little bit of grit. Can't tell you why. One day I'll open it up and show it to you. 12-bit. It's just a cool racked effect, and I don't want to bypass it or just take it out, so I leave it in, and there you go. Now this runs to the Korg. I love my Korg. one of the best delays, not because the Edge never used a SDD 2000. I don't think he ever used one. Doesn't matter, it's a great delay. My settings right quick. Effect 14, frequency 18, intensity 1, feedback 0, time 450. That's it. Alright, you can see what I have set here. I may play with that, but that's pretty much, I've done this before with this unit. It provides the best modulation, I think, core sound there is, period. Just in all fairness, I'm going to flip this around right quick. So now a lot of you are thinking, well, he's not running it in parallel, he's running it in series. Well, that's true. But this is going to get froggy, but let's see if we can do this right quick without making a complete ass out of myself and trying to shut up. I'm coming out. I was coming input from the front. I come out from the Behringer tuner. I go into the Boss on the mix. Alright, I come out directly and go to the Korg input. I come out of the Korg mix and go straight to my little custom here. Alright, Korg to the custom. The Fender over here is coming out of the direct straight signal from the Korg straight here to my Digitech Digidelay, which is set on about 450. Minimal repeats, 50%. I don't want it cranked up all the way, and I have it on modulation. If I play with this on the level, I can get it where it pretty much syncs up with the Korg, and you don't get that modulation. It's fighting each other. You'll hear it in a minute and tell me what you think. I did this so I could run the if you run this in stereo, you get a sweet sound. But I'm running my Vox. I hadn't used this in a while, and this has become pretty popular. I've noticed on YouTube a lot of boys are using it again. I bought 2 or 3, give one to my son, etc., etc. Got a spare. For 40 bucks, you can't beat it. And the Fender's a great amp, and the Custom has a little preamp too. But I like to have that Vox sound, and I'm not going to buy an AC30 anytime soon. So, Lord have mercy, it's already 7 minutes. I got to cruise. Alright, the Vox goes into the Fender. Alright, let me hush. I'll do some editing. Let me play a couple minutes and see if we can get out of here. But that's there's a couple fellows that was curious about my rig. This is something I've been playing with tonight. I've got plugs in my headphone jack so I can keep the neighbors from getting ill. I'm running line out to the Behringer mixer. Line out to the Behringer mixer. This way I can pan. I can set my EQ. Alright. I don't have anything in the effects loop. I can set my levels. Let me hush, let me play, and we'll try this again tomorrow. This is just a quick little demo to see if I'm getting some decent tone. I got to record this on cassette right now, so I'll play it back and download this or upload it sometime in the morning. Appreciate your patience.